Hello, fellow traders. How are you doing? I hope you are having a great week, and as we are already in 2022, Happy New Year to everyone. Let's catch some amazing trades together. Gibson here from MrMTrades, and today's video is going to be about the weekly watch lists that we send out every Sunday evening in preparation to catch some gains when the markets open. Now, let me get this clear. These watch lists aren't signals or alerts by any means. What they show is the name of stocks that, based on our setups like unusual volume, inefficiency or gap fill, oversold areas and high relative volume, have the potential of gaining momentum and volume, and they can be a good fit for a trade. But before the trade can happen, we have to monitor them closely for the setups to show themselves to us. Remember, we don't try to predict, we try to react to what the market shows us. So let's start with the daily view of one of the stocks from our list. I have SPWH here, which was indicated as oversold. And as you can clearly see in our daily view here, RSI shows that price has reached an oversold area. Remember, we define the price being oversold when relative strength index goes below 30. Now, going into lower time frame, we see that in 8 hours, the price is just coming out of the oversold area. And that's one of the indications for us to look a bit closer into it. Switching to 1 hour, we can see more clearly what happens with the price. Over the previous week, we saw that the price has been in a steady uptrend, creating higher highs and higher lows until we've reached the previous supply zone. How do we identify supply and demand zones? We simply look back at the bars and look for places or zones of sideways price action from which the price reacted strongly. So here we have our supply zone and the price moving impulsively lower, creating our next demand zone. And this is where it gets interesting. The red circle here not only shows our watchlist post, but also indicates a high. So analyzing this uptrend move here, we have our higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher high and higher low, and until this higher low gets broken, we're still in an uptrend. After the price took out our recent liquidity with this super strong wick and came back down almost instantly, we knew there's something going on here. What's important to know here is that we know that the price always wants to mitigate either inefficiency or liquidity, and that's exactly what we have here. So from the retail trader point of view, on the lower time frames we have these trading ranges, uptrends and downtrends being created, all for the purpose of creating more liquidity, stop losses, more orders, and so on. So we know that the big banks, the market movers, will want to take advantage of that liquidity at some point, and that is exactly what's happening here all throughout that range. And here's where our preparation for entry point comes in. As the price is printed, we can see a symmetrical triangle being created within this range. And please remember, our bias is still bullish, as we haven't created a lower low below this point. And until that happens, our bullish bias is still valid. So with that in mind, we can assume that the price would like to take out all of that liquidity being created here, either all of that or all of that. Is there a way to tell which one that will be? Well, that's where we take all of our previous points of view and put them into one place. So what do we already know? 1, we are in an uptrend still. 2, price wants to reach or mitigate some form of liquidity or inefficiency. Number 3, price broke the structure to the upside, which gives us a sign of strength. At our watchlist post, taking out the liquidity. Number 4, we have created a symmetrical triangle, which from historical point of view will be finally broken either to the upside or downside. Number 5, we have a slight increase in volume with our last structure here. It's time to make a decision about our entry point. So we can either have an entry at the last high, expecting the price to break that point and go higher, with a stop loss just at this last low, or after the last liquidity has been mitigated, while expecting an up move, we'll look back for the last down move before the up move. Here, mitigation, break of structure, and I'm putting my entry point at the height of this last down move zone here, with the stop loss just below the last low. Now, as for the exit points, we would definitely be looking at the structures here and here, and on the higher time frames here. And that's exactly what happened. Let's run the price here. But is there a possibility the price would just reach our first take profit point and move around? Of course. That's why we are securing our profits early, partialing along the way. And as the price shoot up here, we got a nice 1 to 10 risk to reward ratio from this trade. Now, what's the point of me telling you all this? Well, the fact being that if you see a pattern, a structure being created, it doesn't come to us out of thin air, because there's a reason for all of price movements. We just have to recognize them early enough to be able to catch the big move and to do it in the right direction. So a triangle created in your scanner, or you creating it in your chart, doesn't come out just like that. It's all a part of a bigger plan. Just analyze it and take action. Remember, this trade was taken based on an idea that the price reached an oversold area, and we posted that idea in our watch list. I hope that I brought a little bit more clearance on what to look for within the watch lists we post and how you can trade them based on your own set of rules. But if within my explanation there were concepts and ideas which you don't fully understand, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us on Telegram, as we'll be posting plenty more videos like that and educational materials in near future, explaining all of that and more. If you like this video and got any value whatsoever from it, please smash that like button, write a comment and come visit us on Telegram, for which you'll find the link below. We have a group of like-minded people there. We are discussing our strategies, our trades and life in general, supporting each other in the process. So come and say hi. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I wish you a happy new year. Let's make 2022 great. All the best in your private lives. Wishing you great trades and big money in your pockets. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.